Yes, I mean it. Either really is okay. I love you. You tell me what you need. What would help you feel better right now? Okay. Are you sure? It's okay if you don't want to do this right now. Oh? Okay, great. Then let's problem solve. Time to raid the office supply stash. I'll be right back. Okay, I've got a notebook, 5 different colored pens, highlighters, and my personal favorite, sticky notes. Huh? Oh, babe! Thank you. You didn't have to do that. Well, yeah, I needed a drink, but... How else could I talk as much as you need me to, You are a pain in my ass. Oh, I love you so much, but you are still a pain in my ass. You seem to be feeling a little better already. Am I reading that right? Or are you putting on a brave face for me? I'm glad. I never want you to feel like you have to mask or hide how you're feeling in the comfort of your own home. And sometimes, just starting the process to address an issue feels great. Yeah. It's so easy to get stuck in your head when you feel like you're not succeeding. But you're never alone. I'm always here for you. Honestly, this'll help me check in with my goals too, so I really appreciate it, actually. I'm really glad. All right, talk to me. Which goal are you getting stuck on? It's okay if there's more than one. Let's get it all out there. Yeah, I remember that one. Okay. Okay, got it. And I'll add mine on the other side. Journal 5 minutes a day. Work out for 30 minutes 3 times a week so I can finally stop lying to my doctor. Eat better. Wow, I really thought outside the box with these, didn't I? All right, fine. I know the rule. I can't self-deprecate if you can't self-deprecate. I quit. I'm done. Okay. So, what is stopping you from achieving these goals? It's fair. It's fair not to be sure. Well, I'll start with mine, and maybe it'll inspire you? Yeah, I know I've been succeeding at them, but I haven't been perfect, and B, there's always room for improvement. Okay. What did I say first? Journaling 5 minutes a day. Right. What is stopping me from doing that? I've missed so many days, actually. And it's 5 minutes. Anybody can find 5 freaking minutes. Yeah, no self-doubt. I know. No self-doubt. It just sounds like it should be so easy when you say it out loud, you know? It's hard not to beat myself up about it. Thanks, honey. Well, when I imagine successfully executing on this goal, I'm sitting at the dining room table, coffee in hand, fancy pen at the ready, and there are morning sunbeams shining in. It's very 1997 Sunny D commercial. Hey, don't laugh at me. I don't think it's that unrealistic. I'm overcomplicating it? Dude, my mental image is me sitting on my ass with a notebook. I don't know how much simpler I can make it. It's more than that. Okay. What do you mean? All right, I'll look at the pieces. Sitting at the dining room table. Giving me a look. You're right. We don't have a dining room. Yeah, points for you. Yeah. I guess I'd be more likely to actually write in a notebook at my desk. Okay. I'll update the mental image to be there instead. That's very fair. What else? Oh, right. Coffee in hand. I don't see the problem. I love coffee. You know this about me. Yeah, it does take extra steps to make. So you're saying by making it part of the mental success image, I'm making it a complication? Okay, so you just mean it'll take more than 5 minutes to make the coffee, which adds to the time I need to account for in the goal. Okay, that's valid. Okay, I won't have coffee. Babe, the coffee is a problem, or it's not? What do you mean? Oh, you mean generalize it. Okay, so it can be any drink, but no specific drink, like specifically coffee, is required. God, it sounds so stupid, but somehow that does make it seem a little easier to do. You know I don't just drink coffee in the morning. Oh, right. The morning sunbeams. No, I'm not a morning person. Much to my and my employer's chagrin. So, update the mental image to just be the lamplight or something? Okay, I can do that. Let me guess. The fancy pen is an issue too. No, I'm just being a pain. I'll just make it be one of those Bic pens, the 99-cent pack or something. No, jokes aside. It feels silly to say, but yeah. Envisioning success more simply and less idealized does make it feel more achievable. Thanks, honey. Okay, genius, your turn. What was the first goal you listed? Perfect. And what does executing on that goal look like in your mind's eye? I know you think you're not idealizing that mental image of success, but just look at it again, just to be sure. Yep. and okay, how can you make it simpler? No. You're not cheating or settling by looking at a goal more realistically. You're just making it more likely you'll actually do it. Just because my mental image of journaling is no longer a Sunny D commercial, that doesn't mean I'll be failing if... When I do it. Okay then. Be nice to yourself about adjusting your goal. Sounds good. What other blockers are you encountering? What else is in your way? That makes sense. No, that's perfectly valid. What about the other goals? Similar issues, or are there specifics unique to each of these? A little bit of both. Okay. No, there's no blocker too small. Get it all out. They all count. I don't care if you think it sounds stupid. If it's in your way, it's in your way. That's all that matters. Yep. I am putting each blocker you gave me on a sticky note, and we're going to talk about them one by one. Give me just a second. Have a couple more to add. There. Nothing's wrong, really. Just looking at these, I really don't know what to do about them. Yeah, no time, no energy, no money, trouble focusing. It's a little overwhelming seeing the stuff in your way laid out like this, you know? It both feels like these are so basic they should be easy, and also like they are outside of our control or really hard to change, and that's discouraging. You're right. That train of thought leads nowhere. Well, if you feel stuck looking at it too, there's clearly only one course of action. To the internet. Okie dokie. Step 1, laptop. Step 2, Google. Ways to get back on track with goals. Oh, I'm fully aware my algorithm will be showing me nothing but self-help content for the foreseeable future. That's fine. Better that than some of the other random crap it's latched onto. Yeah. Alright, get out of here, AI overview. Nobody asked you. Okay. First results include a coaching website, Reddit, of course it's Reddit, something behavioral psychology, and Medium. Let's open each of these in a new tab. Yeah, scoot closer. Let's see which of these sites has something useful to say. Okay. The first one is a blog. Let's check out the author. Well, yeah, we're not gonna just trust any rando blogger. Looks like she's got a PhD in philosophy. Okay, that's promising. Then that tab stays open. Next one is Reddit. Always dicey. Who is the OP? I don't see their name. What link? Oh, right at the bottom of the post. Okay, let's see. Okay, cool. Looks like this guy's a fitness trainer. Okay, Reddit, coming in clutch. All right, that tab stays open too. Next is... Whew. That was a lot. Well, in no particular order, the best advice nuggets were... let me go back to my notes. Okay, was remember your why, to reflect on what's holding you back, which we'd already started, so that's encouraging. Recalibrate your goal. I guess that's kind of what we were doing by adjusting our mental picture of success. And we should probably still do a smart check. Yep, back to the list. Recenter and take action. Fairly self-explanatory. Design your environment for success. Okay. Focus on what you can work with. And stick to your schedule, even in small ways. I like that one. Yeah, some of it's corny, but it's good information. Let's run our first goals through all of these. Sounds good. Gonna grab a sip of my drink real quick first, though. Okay. Remember your why. On mine, why did I want to journal more? I think I just wanted to do a better job of sorting out my thoughts and feelings somewhere that didn't involve anybody else. I don't want to have to wait for therapy or to feel like I have to talk to you every time I'm thinking through something. And, I'd also love to be able to reflect with a more concrete record of where I was versus where I am. Thanks. Okay. Now for your first goal. Why did you set that goal? Why is it important to you, is maybe a better way to think about it. Okay, that makes sense. Awesome, okay. Next one. Reflect on what's holding you back. For journaling, I think we did some of that already. Yeah. I guess there could be more. It's true that when I have done it, I haven't felt like I could write fast enough to get anything meaningful down in 5 minutes. I don't know if that's just because I'm long-winded or a slow writer or what, but... Yeah? I could change it to 15, so it's a little longer. Okay, sure. Yeah, we'll see if that helps. What about you? What's holding you back in trying to hit your first goal? That makes sense. All right, let's jot it down. Next was recalibrate your goal. Oh, like making the time limit for my journaling longer because it felt too short. That was recalibration. Got it, okay. That was easy for me. What about you? Oh, I think that adjustment could help. Worst case scenario, if it doesn't help, we adjust it again. Great. Ah, right, smart check. Ugh. Okay. So the S means specific. Is my goal of journaling 15 minutes per day specific? Yeah, it is, but it could be more specific. Maybe we change it to journal about current feelings and stressors for 15 minutes a day, so makes what I'm writing about a little less vague. Okay, perfect. You? Is your first goal specific? Could you make it more specific? Nice. I like that change. All right. M is for measurable, meaning how do I know if I'm succeeding? Well, for journaling, I think that's pretty easy. I either have an entry every day or I don't. I guess that's true. If I've been doing it for a while and I don't feel like I'm getting much from it, maybe the strategy changes. And I can see if I'm getting stuck in my head a little bit less too. For now, we'll stick to the daily measure of success, but that's still hopeful. What about you? What does success mean for your first goal? How will you measure it? That makes sense. Yeah, stick with that. See how it goes. All right. A is for attainable, which I think we already touched on for me by debunking my orange juice commercial. Okay, yes, it was Sunny D, but you can't tell me those commercials are that different. Okay, yeah, fair. Two very different drinks, admittedly. Back to attainable goals. My journaling goals feel pretty attainable, honestly. What about you? Is your goal something that feels easily within reach? Perfect. Yeah, I mean, I think the realistic mental picture of success, quote unquote, is a nice way to get at that same idea. Yeah. R is for relevant, as in, is the goal actually going to help your purpose or mission? What a formal way to put that. For me, for journaling, absolutely. I'd like to be in my head less, and I think journaling more frequently will help me do that. You? Yeah, it sounds pretty relevant. All right, last but not least, T. Time-bound. Time-bound. Set a deadline or end date when you will accomplish your goal. No, I don't think the time limit on the daily journaling is what they're getting at. I think it's more, when do I want to have this habit locked in? Like, it's not a goal, it's just something I do now. It would be great if I was journaling every day, habitually, by summer? So let's say end of May. How about you? What's your end date? Yeah, I think that works. And I'm going to help hold you to it. And please hold me to mine. Yeah, oh God, I am absolutely okay to take a break. Ooh. Yeah, as helpful as this is, it's still got me a little fried. Thank you, though. This was actually really good for me, too. I know you didn't mean to start this tonight, but I'm really glad we did it. I love you, too. We're a team. I've got your back. Yeah, we can circle back to this either later tonight or tomorrow. For now, I'm thinking Marbo Ribo? Fine, I'll call it Marvel Rivals. It's just more fun to say Marvel Rival. Oh, you're so on.